Hey, how's it going today, everybody? Robin with AriesFireTarot coming at you. I'm doing your daily tarot card reading for the first day of August. This is going to be for Sunday, August 1st. Large airplane going overhead. And the deck I use for Sundays is the Good Tarot. So Sundays is also the day where I look at your possibilities for manifestation and anything that you might need to know about your manifestation journey, what could come in for you, any helpful people. I do not provide lottery numbers or stock tips, so stop asking me. I think it's funny, like, hey, can you give me the winning lottery numbers? Like, sorry. Nobody tells me about them. Okay, so anyway, let's get going into your reading. This is going to be a general reading for all zodiac signs. So yeah, let's get it cracking. I have the doors open, just with the screen doors open, so at least you can see people going by, but I really need the breeze in here. So anyway, let's hope she doesn't bark her face off like she did on Friday. So you have the King of Water. So there are some connections for you guys to be making, okay? Some emotional connection. I'm getting a multitude of words here, you know, really connect to your life. You could have been closed off for some sort of reason. It can be really difficult not to surround yourself with armor and to have your heart sort of jade over, you know what I mean? To keep that freshness, especially as you keep on aging, you know, it's like, okay, well, that's what's really going on, and sort of seeing how, you know, certain organizations, people continue to make money, even though all the rest of us know that it's so shady, it is so dirty, like it's so just poisonous, and then they have all this wealth. So you're like, oh, yeah, that's not really fair. And then I'm over here being like super nice person and doing things for the community, so where's my reward? You know, you could be thinking that the system is rigged against you, you know. So that could really stop all your energy, your emotional energy from running out where it needs to go. So this is really asking you, and the King of Water here, he's really in the midst of chaos with this ship, you know. And he's an old dude. He's all gray, you know. He's haggard. He's seen the worst of the weather. I'm just gonna write that down here quickly, guys. But then he sees this adorable little angelfish. I don't know. Well, like, let's just call it an angelfish, because I used to have angelfish when I was a kid. And he's opening up his hand. He's like, oh, look how cute that is. So, and it looks like you guys were in the periphery or in the midst of a very stressful situation the past couple days. I just was advised to tell you guys that if that wasn't happening to you directly, you could have been like the sounding board for somebody else that had to navigate their way through that tricky situation, which is almost as difficult because all that emotion was put on top of you. So if it didn't happen to you directly, it was somebody around you. But anyway, you know, it's just another stop block in your emotional bottle. Man, that was good. So it's just like, what small thing can you look at today that is going to open your palms and open your heart again so that things can cross your palms and enter your heart? You know what I mean? So for me, it's always my dog, you know, because she's just so much pure love. Or look outside and see birds singing, just whatever it is, whatever is going to open you back up again, just so that you can get your emotion flowing for you, just a little bit more relaxed. And if you're upset with the government or the 1% or, you know, the banks, whatever, stop paying attention to them. They don't have any power over you if you're not paying attention to them. There's a reason I don't follow politics. There's a reason I don't watch the news. I got enough going on in my life on a daily basis. You know, I'm a mother, I'm a pet parent, I have a job. I live in what used to be called the murder capital of Canada. You know, that's enough for me on a personal basis to sort of deal with my friends and sort of like toxic whatever. I don't need to see what else is going on in the world, and how much do you need to know about it, you know, because to me that is just like global brainwashing, you know, so everybody lives in fear and like I'm never going to get anywhere that I want to go. So, I mean, you've got some options. Stop receiving the newspaper in your inbox or your mailbox. Shut off the news. Don't pay attention to politics. Maybe it seems a little bit extreme, but to me, the extreme is what is going on in the world around us and being expected to tolerate it. So, like, choose this instead. Choose, you know, the joy and the happiness and the wealth and abundance that is available to you through your joyful life experiences, even though you could be a little bit weather beaten and have been exposed to one too many things, and you're like, wow, the system is rigged against me, but it's not. Okay, so I got a lot from that one card. I feel like this is the card that I need, and that one. Okay, so we have the Page of Fire here, and we also have the Ten of Air. Okay, so this is actually really good advice, that the next step that you have to take with the Page of Fire is to let everything go. So in order to be able to receive things, you know, you really have to let go of everything that is overwhelming you. Okay, so the Page of Fire is standing in an area where you can see that there is more than one world available to you. Okay, so why would you choose a world that is being painted purposefully to hold people down? Like, I just keep on seeing these really weird memes that are pitting like country against country. I'm going to give you this really specific but bizarre example. Okay, so I saw this post where, you know, those styrofoam things that I guess they would use for putting whatever type of product on, usually in the butcher's section, and then it was saran wrap. That's how they do it, and they put a price tag over top of it. But they did that with this big swipe of peanut butter, and it was just really bizarre. And somebody posted, well, this is how Canadians shop for their peanut butter, and I'm like, well well, that's not true. And then there was all these explosive comments about Canadians underneath it. Oh, what a bunch of morons, you know, what the hell's wrong with them? And I was like, we actually have peanut butter jars just like everybody else, you know? So, and I didn't know what the big explosion was, but where did that even come from? So it's weird memes like that. And, you know, all these things on the news that are telling people, well, I don't like that country because, but do you even know if it's true, right? So there's another world for you guys to live in. And once you start making the choice to kind of divert your attention to something a little bit more pleasant with the King of Water, you don't have to get stressed out over the news. Like, people say this phrase so often, fake news, fake news, fake news. And you know why? Because the news is fake, okay? There's Fox News. They cannot broadcast in Canada without saying this is for entertainment purposes only. So there's nothing trustworthy there. So I've seen newscasters that after like a huge broadcast journalism career saying, yeah, I made up most of the stuff that I was talking about because I wanted to be the hero in the news. And you're like, why even pay attention to that, you guys? You know what I mean? Because you need to let all that go. And as a collective, if we stopped worrying about all this stuff that is coming on the news, then we would experience a lot more of this. Okay, there's a lot more joy to be had. You know, we don't have to experience the worst of the weather anymore, because as we know, weather is being manipulated as well. So it's time for us as a collective to stop being manipulated, because everything that is beautiful and wealthy and abundant is available to all of us, just not a select few that control the media. Woo! That was heavy. All right, let's shout out to my spirit guides, because they pulled the veil back today. I'm gonna bounce. See you guys. Bye.